This is what Spirit is saying for you to manifest now. A home. This is how you know this is your read. You've been looking for your own home or looking to move. Well, here we go. This is your final test, Libra. Your final test from Spirit. Libra, I feel like Spirit is saying that your manifesting power is strong right now. And to really focus and set your intention on manifestation for yourself. Oh, Saturday, right before that eclipse, that full moon eclipse, Uranus retrograde is squaring the moon. The full moon lunar eclipse on Pisces. Oh, hell no. Hell no with that energy. I ain't leaving the house. So then, if you're stressing, you have to ask yourself, why are you stressing? The enemies are getting tarot reads on you, and the tarot reads keep telling them good stuff is coming your way. You're in good energy, positive future. And they're over here crying and fighting and arguing because they don't want that for you. So Uranus retrograde in Gemini with the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces is pushing you to recognize these subconscious frameworks and patterns that perhaps could be manifesting something in your outward reality that you may not be wanting. How are you? Welcome back to the channel. Starseed Zayed here. If you're new, make sure to subscribe and join the Soul Tribe. Did you see the light flickering? Oh my goodness. Spirit has a message for someone. But we have a read for you guys, okay? This is whatever comes up. It is a general read, so take what resonates and leave it behind. Crosswatchers, you are welcome. This message is also timeless. I want to thank everyone for all the support, and with all that out of the way, we're going to get started. Thank you so much, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, universe, galactic beings, ancient ancestors, elders, guide us in this read for my Librans. What messages do you have for us? Truly grateful for your divine guidance and celestial light. So Libra, what do we have here? That's so crazy that the selenite stick flipped the dice to your sign, but it's in the reverse. So I'm gonna count that. Justice in reverse, Venus retrograde. Let's see what else we have for you. Okay, Mars in the reverse and kind of on the side. It's kind of diagonal reverse. So Mars retrograde, getting ready to station direct. Towerful Emperor on the side and in the reverse. And then we have this number 4 diagonal upright. So Mars in transit, getting ready to station direct. Towerful, Emperor on the side and upright. Aries energy. We have Aries energy here twice. What do we have at the bottom? The Empress. Okay. The Ace of Wands. Some type of opportunity is on the... Whoa. Okay, Libra. You do your big one, the Sun. Oh my, this is some energy here. 10 of Wands. Jeez, Libra. Okay, so you know what I heard? I heard brimming with opportunity. And it's interesting. You could feel like you're in a rut, or you're working hard, or you're having to push hard in this season of your life, but that's soon to be over. You're moving into the sun. This is really beautiful, this energy. And your next major arcana would have been the Magician. Libra, I feel like Spirit is saying that your manifesting power is strong right now. And to really focus and set your intention on manifestation for yourself. What is it that you wish to manifest for you, and how you can help those around you or elevate the lives of those around you, okay? Whether that be your family, your town, your village, or just you yourself, right? If you rise solo for dolo. Yeah, you see the light flickering. Oh my goodness, Libra. That's the power. That's the power. You have never been this powerful, Libra. That's what I'm getting here with the Empress, Sun, and Ace of Wands. But let's get into the nitty gritty here. Let's see the details. Let's see what the deets are. Sir, Miss, Madam, what's really going on? What's the realty for my Libras? King of Cups. And we have the King of Pentacles. The Two of Wands. The Two of Swords. The Ace of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles. Chariot, Eight of Pentacles. Oh, your challenge, justice. The Eight of Wands. The outcome, the Fool, and the Seven of Swords. And your near future, Libra, Ace of Cups, and Four of Wands. You're free. Libra, slow and steady wins this race. Whatever you're facing in life, slow and steady will win this race. I'm telling y'all, it really is all about you. And so this King of Cups and King of Pentacles, to me, this is implying that this time period, this next season, these next 2 months, but also this full moon that we're having, okay, this big full moon in Pisces during Uranus retrograde. Now, isn't that a coincidence that Uranus rules over Aquarius, and this full moon is just turning into Pisces, right? We're getting through the Aquarius moon right now at the time of filming this, but we're moving into that Pisces full moon. So isn't that interesting? Like Uranus, Aquarius energy giving Pisces the mantle, right? Uranus going retrograde at the time of this full moon in Pisces. And isn't that like such a strong coincidence that it's also a full moon lunar eclipse? Eclipse season is upon us, y'all. So here we go. For the first 2 weeks of September, I'm getting here as Spirit saying to take your time, follow your intuition, be rooted, be sound, okay? Don't make any fast or drastic decisions without first consulting with your guides, with your spirit team. These next 2 weeks are very important energetically with the eclipse energies and Uranus retrograde. You have the King of Cups here and the King of Pentacles. So, love. Yeah, Uranus retrograde, it's retrograding in Pisces. Full moon lunar eclipse. Where's my planner? The planetary guard, yes. Yeah, full moon lunar eclipse on Pisces, Uranus retrograde. Oh, it doesn't say. Uranus is in Aquarius. Oh Lord, what is this energy? Oh my goodness. What is this moon? Oh no. No, the Uranus is in Gemini. Oh, Saturday, right before that eclipse, that full moon eclipse, Uranus retrograde is squaring the moon. The full moon lunar eclipse on Pisces. Oh hell no. Hell no with that energy. I ain't leaving the house. Hell no. I ain't leaving the house for nothing. Absolutely not. What is that? Confirmation, my throat chakra. Oh Lord in heaven, Sunday the 14th and Friday the 12th. Look at this nonsense. Hell to the no. Okay, anyhow. Yeah, so definitely, Libra, take your time. Slow and steady wins this race. Look here, the Chariot and Knight of Pentacles. Libra, I feel like your lucky season is here. That you could be eager to like rush things or like move things forward. Your challenge, I feel, is more so not rushing things, taking your time with it, progressing steady and steady. And the more you progress, it's like the more you capitalize on the progressions that are happening around you. It's almost like an avalanche that starts to gain momentum as we move towards the last 2 weeks of September. I see here, Libra, you recognize the truth, that you were always the truth. You were always what you needed. The truth was always within you. That's what I'm getting here. that you realize you always had all the power. You always had all the energy to complete this assignment, to fulfill your soul destiny, your soul purpose. This is a really spiritual reading, y'all. Page of Cups and the Fool, yeah. And I think it's also this energy of this is a time period where you're really choosing yourself. It's all about the self, not in a way of selfishness, but in a way of selflessness for yourself. Three of Swords and the World. So you decide to put some type of distance here. You manifest a new home. That's what this is. You manifest a new home. This is either a massive home improvement project or this is a home purchase. Townhome, condo, apartment, whatever it may be. But there's something here, or this could even be an investment property, a farm, land, opening up your own business. But it's something here that you decide to really focus on and manifest and cultivate. And it becomes a success. Magician. Page of Wands. Four of Wands. The Five of Swords. But then the Eight of Cups wants to follow. You know what I get, Libra? Why you're becoming so successful so fast, so sudden, you're drowning out all the BS. Like anytime you start to hear BS, you just mentally drown it out, or you put your headphones in, like you just decide to turn it all off, or you listen to it. Confirmation, you recognize it, but then you move on with your day and you put your focus, your intention on what you're attempting to manifest. So this is what I'm getting here. You manifest this against all odds, because I almost get like there could be some type of adversity here that could feel like a block. It could feel like this just feels impossible. Like, how am I going to do this? The love is showing here, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you will manifest it against all odds. The Ace of Swords over the Ace of Swords with the Six of Swords. Yeah. I feel like it's the patience, it's the law of assumption. Remember Neville Goddard? The law of assumption, assume you already have it. Live like you already have it. If, like, for example, if we're constantly worrying about money, we're worried about bills, well, then what energy are we putting out to the universe, Like, we're putting out this scarcity energy, this energy of fear. And fear is very powerful energy. It can be utilized, it can be manipulated, you know? That's why some people, they believe in SEX magic. Like, they start to visualize and manifest when they climax, or some people do manifestation when they're on a roller coaster. Like, the highest point of the roller coaster, when it goes straight down, that's when they, like, visualize themselves, because they're utilizing all that energy, that force, that chi, that prana, right? And I've done, I've done both. Like, you with SES magic, you could just do that on your own. Like you just do your thing, but you visualize like what it is that you are desiring, what it is you're wanting to bring in, and that ish worked for me. That ish worked for the stock market so good. I was like, oh my goodness, Jesus, take the wheel. This payout, I couldn't believe it. I was like, no way, that is crazy. A lot of things were manifested also when I was at Disney Hollywood Studios, and I went on the I think it was the Resistance ride, not the Millennium Falcon, although I did that ride. There was the Rise of the Resistance or something like that, and in the end, when they do that drop, if you know, you know. If you ever been to this, if you've never been to it, definitely go. I feel like it's definitely worth the money. But yeah, like that potent energy can sometimes manifest things like so fast, like you would be surprised, y'all. Just a manifestation trick. There are people that talk about it. It's like the scarcity mindset, just be careful with it, right? You can't wake up every day thinking, you're broke, like this and that, because it starts to compound. Neville Goddard talks about this. Like, if we assume something about ourselves, then it may become true in the end, or it may as well become true. We have to live like we're already that person, like we're already in that reality, because our nervous system cannot tell the difference. Scientists state that our nervous system cannot tell the difference between what we are experiencing out here and what we are imagining potentially in our mind. So what does that tell you? Quantum physics. So this Uranus retrograde, and isn't it interesting, Uranus retrograde in Gemini, the sign of communication, but maybe this is a time not to really communicate with a lot of people around you, more so to communicate within yourself. Full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. A lunar eclipse, right, ties back to the moon. Excuse me, my throat chakra. That's about going inward, not outward like a solar eclipse. Lunar eclipse is all about going inward. The night, the darkness of the moon, the darkness of the night or of the day, whatever it may be. Like, it's all about the subconscious then. So Uranus retrograde in Gemini with the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces is pushing you to recognize these subconscious frameworks and patterns that perhaps could be manifesting something in your outward reality that you may not be wanting. Nine of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Knight of Wands, Five of Wands, Knight of Cups. Yeah, because you have people here like karmic enemies of yours, Libra, excuse me, and they're crying. Like anybody that was weird towards you, like they're all crying or they're in drama, they're like in the Five of Wands. So if these people were watching your future, tapping into your future, right, getting tarot reads on you, like what the tarot is showing them about y'all is not good news for that. So then if you're stressing, you have to ask yourself, why are you stressing? The enemies are getting tarot reads on you, and the tarot reads keep telling them good stuff is coming your way. You're in good energy, positive future. And they're over here crying and fighting and arguing because they don't want that for you. So if you're stressing, Libra, you gotta, chill a little bit, love, chill, go on Bored Flicks, okay? BOREDFLIX. Go on boredflix.com and pick your favorite movie that just came out and watch it for free, okay? Take a chill pill, but we're gonna get center, we're gonna get balance, yes. Okay, watch that new Superman movie or some ish. And just enjoy the flow of the energy. Third party, I'm telling you, this third party that could have been dating your counterpart and whatnot, these people all fighting, cussing each other out, and you don't need to say nothing. Look, because they know your money tree is about to be full. Libra, they literally know up in the air. Look, divide timing. They know it's only a matter of time before you take off in that hot air balloon. Love and relocation. Libra, this is what Spirit is saying for you to manifest now. A home. This is how you know this is your read. You've been looking for your own home or looking to move. Well, here we go. This is your final test, Libra. Your final test from Spirit. To prove to you that you can manifest it. You can manifest that itch. Love offer. You can manifest it all. Love offer and the world. But only if you want to. Only if you put your focus on it. Vision forms. We have to sacrifice a way of thinking. Or some type of belief. Something has to be given. But based on this read, it shows y'all manifesting a new spot for yourself. Whether that's you, with your spouse, or with family, whatever, or you're by yourself, it shows you manifesting a spot. And moving in or getting a home upgrade. And this is your final test from Spirit, and it's showing me a lot of you are going to pass. So that is your read. That's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this, and I wish you love and light.